स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता ह्य सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि, सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। Let us meditate for a few minutes, keeping our body firm, comfortable. Keep the backbone straight, upright, slow inhalation and exhalation. As we inhale and exhale, think of positive vibrations, pure vibrations, peaceful vibrations, healthy vibrations, strong vibrations entering into your mind and the body. These vibrations will destroy all the impurities, restlessness, negativity, weaknesses, diseases within the mind and the body. Slowly, peacefully exhale all the vibrations. Try to observe the mind. Various thoughts, memories of the past, present, future. So many desires will pop up. Your duty is to just watch. Sakshi Bhava. Think of Paramashakti, Paramashanti, Paramashraddha, Paramabhakti, Paramagnanam, and Paramanandam. That is your nature. Think deeply. Everybody, everything is part of your own self. Sarvatma Bhavam. Let us send positive, peaceful, pure thoughts, vibrations to all people, east or west, north or south, known and unknown. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma mrutangamaya. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om. Sadashivasamarambham Shankara madhyamam Asmadacharya paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Sadashivasamarambham Shankara madhyamam Asmadacharya paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Harihi Om. Tapo bhikshena papanam Shantanam vitaraginam Mumukshunam apekshoyam Atma bodho vidhiyate. Tapo bhikshena papana Shantanam vitaraginam Mumukshunam apekshoyam Atma bodho vidhiyate. As you are aware, this shloka is indicating the purpose of composing Atma Bodha. For whom? For the seeker, who, because of the austerities, tapas, all his desires, all his cravings are burnt, destroyed. So, he has become peaceful and is free from all other impure ideas, impure thoughts. But one thing remains, mokshamichha, mumokshonam. For such people, this will be a very good text. So now, Sloka number 2 to 10, recitation. Second Sloka to 10th Sloka. Please repeat. बोधोऽन्यः साधनेभ्यो हि साक्षात् मोक्षैकसाधनम् पाकस्य वह्निवज्ञानम् विना मोक्षो न सिद्ध्यति अविरोधितया कर्म नाविद्यां विनिवर्तयेत् विद्या विद्यां निहन्त्येव तेजस्तिमिरसङ्गवत् परिच्छन् इवाज्ञानान् तन्नाशे सति केवलः स्वयं प्रकाशते ह्यात्मा मेघापार्येंशुमानिव अज्ञानकलुषं जीवं ज्ञानाभ्यासाद् विनिर्मलम् कृत्वा ज्ञानं स्वयं नश्येत् जलं कतकरेणुवत् संसारस्वप्नतुल्यो हि रागद्वेषादिसङ्कुलः स्वकाले सत्यवद्भाति प्रबोधे सत्यसद्भवेत् तावत् सत्यं जगद्भाति शुक्तिकारजतं यथा यावन्न ज्ञायते ब्रह्म सर्वाधिष्ठानमद्वयम् सच्चिदात्मन्यनुस्यूते नित्ये विष्णौ प्रकल्पिताः व्यक्तयो विविधाः सर्वा हाटके कटकादिवत् यथाकाशो ऋषिकेशो तानोपाधिगतो विभुः तद्भेदाद् भिन्नवद्भाति तन्नाशे केवलो भवेत् नानोपाधिवशादेव जातिवर्णाश्रमादयः आत्मन्यारोपितास्तो ये रसवर्णादिभेदवत्. So all these shlokas are for Shravanam. Keep on listening, listening, listening in the classes or by recitation with meaning. So that will remain in the subconscious mind and it will act like Dari Deepam, torchlight, whenever we are in difficulty, doubts, blocks, some unsurmountable heights. Something will come in life. So these shlokas will act like a weapon or a rope where you can put it across and climb and get out of the difficulties. You may not break the difficulties, but you will cross the difficulties. That is in our hands. So, continuing from where we left off last class, one point of all these great texts, Prakarana Granthas, Atma Bodha, Vakyavritti, Aparokshanabhuti, all the Shankara's works are gathered from the Upanishads. Like flowers, they are in the Upanishads. So Shankara has just gathered those flowers and given a different language, a different example. So that the idea of Advaita, the idea of consciousness, the idea of Aviveka, the idea of Viveka, Nitya, Anitya, what is Vastu, what is Avastu, all these will be clear. So that life journey, spiritual journey would be smooth. Otherwise we'll go this way, like Swami Yatishwaranji used to tell. Person started going to the north. Somebody asked him, why are you going to north? No, I want to go to west. But he is going to the north. This is our condition. The clarity will not be there because of desires and because of all other samskaras. We are deviated from the real path. We will be going somewhere. And by the time 60, 70, 80, a return ticket is booked. Again we have to fall into the trap. So these grantha, prakarana granthas, second level of text after the main Upanishads, will be pointers. Don't go in the wrong direction. Don't be misled. Don't be confused. Because we have something called buddhi, vivekam. Use it. You not living by instinct. You live by intuition. Live by meditation. Live by nididhyasana. Live by the Mahavakyas. That is our stronghold. That's our fort. No external powers can disturb us. We have a fort of knowledge, pure knowledge. That is the purpose. So, another point to be kept in mind is the experience of consciousness that we talk, or people talk. Classes are held. A lot of research is going on. Kene shitam padati preshitam manaha. What is it that is seeing behind the mind? How are the eyes seeing? How are the ears listening? All this will come next after completing this when we take up Upanishads. It is a natural experience. The beauty of consciousness, it is natural. So, you are initiated, you are given Namakarana. Common example they give is Namakarana, naming ceremony. Till the day you are named as Mr. X or Miss Y, who are you? What are you? At the mercy of nature? And just for ID card, there is a household ID card. Babu, Papa, no name, abstract. Of course, some fancy names you people give to your children. Chikku, Bikku, murder of the name. Some we want, something which pops up. Child is not identified with that. It is simply going on in its own way. It is natural it is with itself, the child. Alright, Namakaranam is done. How long will it take to practice that name? I am Ramesh, I am Ramesh, I am Ramesh. Is it necessary? For some time. Mother tells, if you ask who are you, tell your name. But is that name real? Name is not real. It is adopted. It is given by somebody. So, anyway, to remember the name, you don't need a big exercise. It is natural. Soon as if somebody wakes you up, let's say the TC in the trains, you are sleeping and he wakes you up. Peru cheppandi. Wait, I will search my name, you will tell. Naturally it will come. Because name is there in your mind and that fellow is having in your list nowadays. The name is enough. Are you searching for your name in your bag? Unless and until he'll ask a ID card, Aadhaar card or some proof, if he has got doubt. Otherwise it is not necessary. It is natural. So like that, consciousness is natural. It is. So it is a natural thought, since you are already, quote, that. You are that consciousness. It's my swabhavamadi, not adopted. Name is adopted, property is adopted, status is adopted, or obtained by exam, challenge, by some competition. Consciousness is the king of the world. You don't need to go somewhere. If you're trying to find consciousness somewhere, it's like finding a mirage. So you don't hunt for consciousness. You are consciousness. I am consciousness. That gives you a balance, a strength in mind, strength in life. Now you see, and what is that? Inverted comma. Tat tvam asi. Thou art that. How did it come, Mahavakya? Chandogya Upanishad. Aitad atmyam idam satyam. This is the truth. This Atman is the truth. Tat sarvam, that is everywhere. Tad atma, that is called Atma. Ahitad atmyam idam satyam tat sarvam sa atma. You are the Atma. Tattvamasi Shvetaketu. Oh Shvetaketu, his father is giving his blessing to the son. Tattvamasi Shvetaketu. Thou art that, thou art that, thou art that. Bhagavad Gita, first 6 chapters talks about you. It doesn't talk about God. It talks about Tvam. Atma, 2nd chapter, Atma Gnanam. Combined with Sita Prajna Lakshana. Karma Yoga, you have to do. Karma Sannyasa Yoga, you have to give up karma in Gnana. Then Gnana Yoga. Then Dhyana Yoga, 6 chapters. See how beautiful is given? Tvam. Sadhaka. The next 6 chapters, Tat, talks about the Supreme Being. Gnana Vijnana Yoga, 7. Akshara Brahma Yoga, 8. Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga, 9. See the topics? Then Arjuna wants to listen. Shravana. Who are you? People talk all sorts of things. But you are there in front, tell me. You tell me. I don't want somebody else to tell me. So, Vibhuti Yoga. Wonderful. Not satisfied? I want to see pramanam. I want pratyaksham. Show me. Vishwarupa. 11. Then bhakti. All dealing with that aspect. What are the last 6 chapters? Asi. How to attain that? Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, last chapter. 18. Moksha Sannyasa. Sannyasa for attaining moksha. Then the pranalika is given. Programming is given. Purushottama Prapti Yoga. Gnana what you call Kshetragna Vibhaga Yoga. Gunatraya. Shraddhatraya. Daivasura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. 16. Then Moksha Sannyasa. Finally, Yate Chisi Tata Kuru. So, Tattvamasi. Who are you? The Guru says, Tattvamasi. You are that. Think about it. All tendencies of the mind or behavior are mere appearances. Not real. Tell yourself, be sure, not real. Then, what is to be done? How to know? Discover. It is all covered. Bhranti, Maya, Rajju Sarpanyaya, various examples we have seen. So, discover. Curtain is there, Tera, remove it. Off with the cover of ignorance. It is consciousness. It is consciousness that testifies whether the thing is real or not. Attaining the right knowledge, Samyak Gnanam. Right knowledge is called Samyak Gnanam. One sees Brahman everywhere. That is called 64th Sloka. Drishyate, Shruyate, Yadyad Brahmanaha Anyat Na Tad Bhavet. Whatever I am seeing, whatever I am listening, what I am perceiving, cogitating, feeling, all that is heard is Brahman, nothing else. Anyat na tad bhavet. Nothing is there. All one. So, even ignorance and its products, aviveka, names and forms. Name of the flask. Flask is a name for a metal. Rupa we have given, form. Name and form, name and form, name and form. All ignorance. Wave and the sea, wave and the sea, sea and the wave. Is the wave real or the sea real? Sea is real. Where is the wave? Before you know what is it, another wave comes. This fellow goes. Can I identify? Like that, in this vast cosmos, in the Brahmanda, so many waves are coming and going. So many stars are born and gone, dead. How can I identify? You identify the director. You identify the creator. So, even ignorance and its products, names and forms are nothing but Brahman. Swamiji's examples, Turiyanandaji's example. Turiyanji is walking in America. He saw everybody ignorance. Ignorance avirinchindi, covering. He felt sad. Turiyananda Swami felt sad. What these fellows are doing? They are the Atman. They are pure, strong, thinking only of the body, thinking of lust, thinking of sin, could not tolerate. He jumped into the center of the road and started shouting, started proclaiming the glory of the Atman in America. After Vivekananda coming back, he says, break the cage, break the bondages. You are the Atman, not the body. People were stunned, shocked. Nobody moved 1 inch. That was his power of expression and experience. Turyananda. In another incident, in Belur our headquarters, Swamiji was sitting under a mango tree. There's a camp cot which is preserved in Swamiji's room. Those who have seen that will be blessed. He used to sit on that. It's foldable. Mardhamancham. They used to bring it down. Swamiji sat, and there he discussed about freedom movement, discussed about nation building, discussed the scriptures with great scholars. Everything happened. And one day, say morning, Premanandaji, manager of Belur Mutt, he was the pujari, was going upstairs, old shrine. Swamiji is watching. Hey, Baburam, kahan ja rahe ho? Where are you going? With plate, flowers, all the chandan, kunkuma, pushpam. Everything is taking for puja. He was surprised. Why Swamiji is asking? He's seeing it. He knows 7 o'clock we go for puja. But anyway, Dada, Thakur puja. What? Suddenly Swamiji was lying down. Got up. What? Going for puja? Stretched his left hand. Patted it. Hitting like this, it seems, he said, here is Brahman, here is Brahman, here is Brahman. So powerful, so authentic. Like an apple kept on your hand. Nobody can cheat you, you can cheat others. It is there. Yes, here is Brahman. He stretched his hand like this. What an experience, Nobody moved. In the air also did not move. Vayudeva kept quiet. Not one leaf moved. The sweeper was there nearby. Sweeper. Odustunnadu. Just like Bomma. He became like a statue. Premanji. As if it is mesmerized. What a powerful experience. Just Swamiji. Then, after 10-15 minutes, Swamiji took it back, the experience. Now go. Everything became normal. Yes, Swamiji. He got it from Ramakrishna. He showed it in various times of his life. What is the truth of Shankara? These incidents give us that faith increases our faith. Increases our eagerness, intensity. Attending Sunday class, okay, few people. But somewhere I have to experience. So, Tattva-gnanam, we should try to attain. Tattva-gnanam. What is that Tattva-gnanam? Knowledge of the reality. Not knowledge of the Vastu. Vastu from childhood, only Vastu Gnanam. Technology and objects. How to deal with computer, how to deal with machine, how to deal with car. Only that. That is okay. Survival, that is. Competitive. Muktaye natu muktaye. It won't give you moksha. It will give you only good food and fat yourself. Oh, I have so much money. What you will do? We are seeing what the people are having. So, see there, Drishyate 64. Very nice. Please repeat. Drishyate Shruyate Yatyad Brahmanonyanna Tadbhavet Tattvajnana cha tad Brahma Satchidanandamadvayam Drishyate Shruyate Yatyad Brahmanonyanna Tadbhavet Tattvajnana cha tad Brahma Satchidanandamadvayam. All that is perceived, Drishyate, Shruyate, Yat, Tad Brahma. This is the light torch given to us. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, day after day, is Brahman. And what authority here? Nothing else. Judgment given, nothing else. Attaining the knowledge of reality, Tattvajnanam or Tattva Bodha, there is another text also, Tattva Bodha or Tattvajnana, about the Brahman. What is the Brahman? Sat, Chit, Anandam, Advayam. This is the qualification. So, as hinted last Sunday, two classes of people, one ignorant, one wise. One is looking at Anatma, another looking at Atma. Who is looking at Anatma? Aviveki, the ignorant, the deluded. What does he see, the deluded, the ignorant? He sees a snake in the place of a rope. What does the wise man see? He sees only the rope. He is not thinking of the appearance at all. Rope and snake example. Two people looking at the same thing in different perceptions. Right vision or wrong vision. When we are not having cataract or glaucoma, normal. But the same person with glaucoma or cataract, he is seeing haziness. Face is not clear. He may mistake you for somebody else. But once that cataract is operated, then fresh eyes, as if he sees the same thing with clarity. So one is called Ajnana Kalam, another is Gnana Kalam. Simple. In Ajnana Kalam, it is the snake. You will not listen to others. You are clear. It is a snake. It is a snake. It is a snake. When the light comes, knowledge comes through the help of a guru, Mardi Mahavakya, then what happens? Gnanam dawns. When the Gnanam dawns, the snake has gone. The rope alone is there. Then you will fool yourself. What a fool I am. All along it was only a rope. But what made me think it is a snake? Gnana. That's all. So, or it is another way put it, mistaken object is the prapancha. The right object is the Atma, consciousness. We are mistakenly connected with the world. Morning I was telling in the retreat, you are identified with the Panchakosha, not with the Atma. We are not habituated. మనకు అలవాటు లేదు, అలవాటు చేయించలేదు అమ్మా నాన్న. We are worried about investment, we are worried about purchasing land, registration, అండ్ ఇది అది దాని గురించి అన్నీ తెలుసు నాకు, టెక్నికల్, సర్వైవల్, బట్ ఐ డోంట్ నో మై సెల్ఫ్. అందుకే ఆల్ దిస్ మిజరీ, సఫరింగ్, ఇట్స్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ల్యాక్ ఆఫ్ ట్రైనింగ్, ల్యాక్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ టార్చ్ లైట్. Sloka number 14, you see, which we referred in the morning during the spiritual retreat. 14 says, Panchakoshadi yogena tat tanmaya ivastitaha shuddhatma neelavastradi yogena svatiko yatha. See the point there. Panchakoshadi yogena, constantly tied up or attached or unified with Panchakosha. What are the Panchakosha? Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya, Kosha, covering. Though at that level they have their utility. Body is body. There is hot water in this. How do I carry hot water? I need a body. I can't hold always in my hand. So some instrument is there. So body. Pranamaya, electricity, energy. Manas, desires, names, thoughts, decisions, Vijnana, and some joy. I am identified with that. Society will not allow you to think anything beyond. Think about body. Think about the perfume. For what? Body. So, Shuddhatma. Who are you? Shuddhatma. I am the pure self. Shuddhatma, unfortunately, the training is, you are not Shuddhatma, you are only just a body-mind complex. So crystal is there, crystal. You put a red flower in front, the crystal will become red. You put a green cloth, it will become green in color. It takes that. Just that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. For us, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, you are stuck up with that. So this hypnotism, this Maya, Bhranti has to break. That's what he says. Tattvajnanam is very, very important. So Shankaracharya is connecting the truth to the Upanishadic mantras in these shlokas. It is there in the Chandogya, it is there in the Brahadaranyaka, it is there in the Mundaka. Language is different. Because Shankara is like a doctor who comes to check on us if we have taken his medicines. If I am not able to do it, he will correct it with another example. The doctor keeps administering the medicine of oneness. Ekameva, ekameva, ekameva. So whether it is the microcosm or whether the macrocosm, Brahmanda, Pindanda. Bhadrachala Ramadas writes, yesterday we sang, Anta Ramamayam, Jagamanta Ramamayam. Brahmandama, Pindandama, Anta Nuveya. The Gnani says, I am that I am. Bhadrachala Ramadas says, Rama. Anta Ramamayam. Mira says, Mere to Girida Gopal, dusra na koi. Everything. Maharashtra saints say, Panduranga Vitthal, Panduranga Vitthal, Panduranga Vitthal. Sri Ramakrishna said, Ma. Shakali tumhari ichha ma. Anta nichha ma. So, whether it's in the microcosm, they're all its own manifestation, nothing else. The seeker cannot but see the entire universe as a huge playfield. Drishyate, shruyate, we are playing as it were. Yadyad brahmanaha anyat na tad bhavet. Paramatma alone reveals revels, revels. He plays. As Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa Yekameva Advitiyam Brahma. This is the essence in Shloka number 64. Now 65. Please repeat. Sarvagam Satchidatmanam Gnana Chakshur Nirikshate Agnana Chakshurur Neksheta. Sorry. Agnana Chakshurer Neksheta Bhasvantam Bhanumandhavat Sarvagam Sachidatmanam Gnana Chakshur Nirikshate Agnana Chakshurer Naksheta Bhasvantam Bhanumandhavat Sarvagam, all pervading, Sarvavyapi, Sarvagam, Sarvavit, all qualification of Brahman. And what is that? Sat Chit Atmanam. Sarvagam Satchid Atmanam. A person of right vision, right perception, who uses the appropriate pramanam. For him, everything is Brahman. Appropriate product, appropriate apparatus. Like the doctor using appropriate apparatus, stethoscope. The engineer using the appropriate gadget, instrument, measuring instrument. So everybody has got an appropriateness. So, Shankara is telling here, a person of right vision, right perception, who uses the appropriate scripture for understanding the truth. Gnana Chakshur Nirikshate. By the eye of wisdom, he sees everything as Brahman. Like Arjuna saying Vishwarupa Darshana Vidhi Gnana Chakshu, Divya Chakshu. There it is Divya Chakshu. Shankara has used the word Gnana Chakshu. So, we just chanted also mantra. Agnana Timira, the Guru removes. Agnana Timirandhasya Gnananjana Shalakaya. Gnanavane Katiga Rastad. Anjanam Rastad. Chakshurun Melitam Yena. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Same idea. Gnana Chakshu, Agnana Chakshu. Worldly eyesight or spiritual eyesight. So Gnana Chakshu or Shastra Chakshu also. When we read the Shastra, that says Swadhyaya, Swadhyaya, Swadhyaya. Study of the scriptures is very, very important. Shastra Chakshu Atmanam Nirikshate. You add there. It can be Gnana Chakshu or it can be Shastra Chakshu also. Read it in two ways. So it can be perceived only by the eye of wisdom or the essence of the scriptures. People ask, well, what is the proof of this, of that, God, everything? Then same thing politicians are. Our constitution, is it there in the constitution? Freedom of speech is there in the constitution. This, that, freedom is there. So they are referring to some proof. For the seeker, for spiritual, we refer to the scripture. Shastra Pramanam, Bhagavad Gita Pramanam, Upanishad Pramanam, Shankara Pramanam. Vishishtadvaitins, Ramanuja Bhashya Pramanam, Sri Bhashya. It is their stronghold. So everybody has got that Shastra Pramanam. Proof is there. So Ajnana Chakshuhu na iksheta. First word is ikshate. Second word is iksheta. He cannot see. Obscured by ignorance. Who cannot see? Obscured by ignorance. Covered by ignorance. Ajnanam. One cannot see it. Example given. Bhasvantam bhanum andhavat. Even though the sun is there, even though it is so bright up to 5 o'clock, for him it is always dark. He doesn't have the charmachakshu. Like that, Agnani will not see the light, will not see the Atman. Example. Just as the blind cannot see the sun, though it is always burning bright, the person whose wisdom is not prepared to be sharp enough by the axe, by the grinding stone of gnana, we have to sharpen our mind. Krishna says, 3rd chapter, last sloka, to cut that kama, to cut that ajnana which is deep inside your own subconscious mind, what you have to do? Take the axe of knowledge, he says. Gnana asi. And cut the very root of kama. It should not germinate tomorrow. Gnana is so powerful. Axe of knowledge. Sharpen it, sharpen it, sharpen it. By study, by discussion, by meditation. The person whose wisdom is not prepared to be sharp enough to grasp the truth, who has not developed in himself the eye of wisdom, who is not discriminative enough, chaldu, just for vyavaharam discrimination is useless here. It's like having a penknife in your pocket to do big work. What will you do? It will break. It doesn't have the toughness. It's like going to a ocean with a small spoon to measure it. How can you measure the ocean? Impossible. Futile. Whose mind is not pure, who has not the serene light of knowledge within him to illumine his right judgment. These are all Ajnana's qualifications. Not sufficient tapas to acquire ishtanishtha. Such an unprepared seeker cannot readily experience the presence of the eternal self as his own true nature. All these we have to keep in mind. For your benefit, quickly I'll go through. Please be attentive. Who has not developed in himself the eye of wisdom, who is not discriminative enough to reject the unreal from the real. 3. Whose mind is not pure. 4. Who has not the serene light of knowledge within him to illumine the right judgment. 5. Not sufficient tapas to acquire ishtanishtha. Such an unprepared seeker cannot readily experience the presence of the eternal self. One who is not refined from the scriptural standpoint is na iksheta. He cannot see beyond 5 feet. He is stuck up there in samsara. Goes by superficial observation only. He does not have the appropriate instrument. Shastram ledadi. Ajnana lo doob gaya. He is drowned, submerged in Ajnana. The ignorant people, who are they? Unfortunate. They lose freedom. They lose freedom. Bandha, baddha, bandha, baddha. Because for him, his daily bread is everything. One step forward is moksha, anandam, oneness. But he is happy with that. More in the next class. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ तत्सत्। श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।